Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, yet still struggle to capture her attention? Maybe you've tried impressing her with fancy dates, expensive gifts, or boasting about your accomplishments, but nothing seems to stick. You might be wondering, what's missing? Why does it feel like no matter how hard you try, you're always just another face in the crowd? As the famous quote by Maya Angelou says, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And that's where most men get it wrong. The truth is, attraction doesn't work the way you think. It's not about how much money you have or how many compliments you give. Women aren't looking for perfection. They're looking for something deeper, something emotional. What if I told you there's a way to stand out, make her think about you constantly, and keep her coming back for more without all superficial tricks? Stick around because I'm about to reveal the secret that could change everything. Lesson 1. Confidence, the key to attraction. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right but still can't seem to capture her attention? Maybe you've tried everything, impressing her with fancy dates, expensive gifts, or showing off your accomplishments, but it never feels like enough. The problem is, without confidence, nothing else matters. If you're not sure of yourself, it's hard for her to connect with you on a deeper level. She won't be drawn to you because, no matter what you say or do, she'll sense that you're not comfortable in your own skin. As the saying goes, confidence is silent. Insecurities are loud. This perfectly captures the essence of confidence. When you're truly confident, you don't need to prove anything to anyone. Your presence speaks for itself. But when you lack confidence, even the best gestures or words can come off as forced or uncertain. It's a feeling she picks up on, even if she can't explain why. Start building confidence. Focus on believing in your own worth. Don't wait for others to validate you. Confidence is about accepting yourself and trusting that you're enough as you are. When you're comfortable with who you are, you stop seeking approval and start acting with ease, which is incredibly attractive. Instead of trying to impress her with grand gestures, let your true self shine through. Show up as you are, authentic, grounded, and unafraid. When you walk into a room with genuine confidence, you become impossible to ignore, not because you're perfect, but because you're real. When you start embracing your own value, you'll find that everything else starts falling into place. Lesson 2. Unpredictability. Keeping her interested. Have you ever felt like the spark in your relationship is fading? Maybe things started off strong, but over time the excitement seems to have worn off. You've fallen into a routine, texting at the same time every day, going to the same places and doing the same things. While comfort can be nice, predictability can quickly become boring. If everything feels too safe and expected, it's hard to keep her emotionally engaged. She'll start to lose interest because, deep down, she craves something more exciting, something that keeps her on her toes. As the saying goes, routine is the enemy of excitement. This quote hits the nail on the head. When everything becomes predictable, it's easy to fall into a rut. But when you introduce some unpredictability, it brings back the thrill and excitement that first attracted her to you. It keeps her curious, wanting more, and most importantly, keeps her thinking about you even when you're not around. To bring unpredictability into your interactions, start by breaking the patterns. Don't always text at the same time or do the same thing every date. Keep her guessing, but in a fun, positive way. Plan an unexpected adventure or surprise her with something out of the ordinary. It doesn't have to be extravagant. It could be as simple as a spontaneous walk under the stars or trying something neither of you has done before. The key is to make the experience feel fresh and exciting. When you add unpredictability, you keep her engaged and remind her of the excitement that comes with not knowing what's going to happen next. You'll keep her curious and intrigued, and that spark you thought was fading, it'll be reignited. Lesson 3. Unforgettable moments. Creating lasting impact. Have you ever noticed how some people can walk into a room and immediately leave a lasting impression, while others seem to fade into the background? It's not about having the most impressive resume or the flashiest material things. It's about the moments you create and how you make her feel. Without unforgettable moments, your connection can feel shallow, and she might start to see you as just another face in the crowd. If your interactions lack emotional depth or significance, she'll forget you as easily as she meets you. As the saying goes, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. This perfectly sums up the power of unforgettable moments. It's not about how much time you spend with her, but about how you make those moments meaningful. A simple, thoughtful gesture or an experience that makes her feel deeply connected to you can have more of an impact than grand, expensive gestures. These moments create emotional bonds that stay with her long after you part ways. To create unforgettable moments, focus on depth rather than size. It's the small things that often make the biggest impact, like sharing a personal story that shows your vulnerability or taking her to a quiet spot with a breathtaking view. The key is to make her feel something real in those moments. Show her a side of yourself that she hasn't seen yet, and let the connection deepen. By making her feel special, heard, and valued, you leave an imprint on her heart that she won't forget. It's these moments that build a foundation of trust and emotional connection, things that no amount of money or flashy gifts can buy. When you create these unforgettable experiences, you make sure that you'll stay on her mind and in her heart long after the moment has passed. Lesson 4. Authenticity. Being real, not perfect. Have you ever tried to be someone you're not in order to impress a woman, only to find that it didn't work? Maybe you tried to act cool or be someone you thought she'd like, but deep down, it felt wrong. The truth is, women are not looking for perfection. When you pretend to be someone you're not, it comes off as insincere, and eventually, she'll notice. Trying to be perfect just creates distance between you, making it harder for her to connect with the real you. As the saying goes, authenticity is magnetic. This quote speaks to the power of being true to yourself. When you're genuine, you draw people in. There's something incredibly attractive about someone who is comfortable with who they are and doesn't need to put on a front. Authenticity builds trust, and when she sees that you're real, she'll feel safe and comfortable opening up to you in return. Comes to embrace authenticity. Stop trying to impress her with things that aren't true to you. Be honest about your thoughts, feelings, and intentions. Don't pretend to be perfect, and don't try to impress her with things you don't care about. Instead, focus on sharing what makes you unique. Talk about what truly excites you, your passions, your experiences, whatever feels natural. When you embrace your true self, you create a connection based on honesty, not a false image. It's the real you that she'll be drawn to, and that's the kind of connection that lasts. Authenticity doesn't just attract attention, it creates a deeper, more meaningful bond that can't be easily broken. Lesson 5. Emotional availability. Being present and connected. Have you ever been with someone who seemed distant, even when they were right in front of you? Maybe they were physically there, but emotionally, they were checked out. That kind of disconnect can make any relationship feel empty, no matter how much time you spend together. If you're not emotionally available, it's almost impossible to truly connect with her. She'll start to feel like she's putting in more effort than you, which can lead to frustration and disappointment. As the saying goes, you can't build a relationship on silence. This quote highlights how important emotional connection is in building attraction. Women want to feel seen, heard, and understood. If you're emotionally available, it shows that you care about her feelings and are willing to invest in the relationship. When being emotionally present isn't just about being there physically. It's about truly being there for her emotionally, sharing your thoughts, and listening to hers. To become more emotionally available, start by being present in the moment. Put away distractions like your phone and really listen when she talks. Show empathy, express your emotions, and be open about what's on your mind. Don't be afraid to share your vulnerabilities. When you open up, it invites her to do the same. And this creates a deeper bond between you. By being emotionally available, you show her that you care on a deeper level. You're not just interested in her looks or her company. You're interested in her as a person. When you create that emotional connection, you'll find that attraction grows, and so does the trust between you. Being emotionally available might be one of the most powerful things you can do to keep her close and build a lasting relationship. Now we are about the video. Now it is time to change your life. Write down a comment and say that you want to change your life, no matter how difficult it is to change. I will read each of them. Your comment features one of the best comments in our channel. If you want a daily dose of unfiltered motivation, subscribe to our channel.